Today, I want to highlight a federal award that's significant not just because of the scope of work, but because it was earned by a GCExperts client who has been stacking wins across multiple federal agencies, Granite Group, LLC. This award, a $128,800 water filtration overflow installation at FCI Sandstone in Minnesota, is another chapter in their ongoing pattern of success. And if you've been following the stories we've shared about Granite Group, you know this award fits the exact trajectory they've created for themselves. Let me break this down. Granite Group is one of those teams that brings real-world experience to the table. Over the years, they've built a wide foundation: structural work, utility installation, roofing, water line upgrades, septic systems, site improvements, steel structures, facility maintenance. They've done it all. And they've performed for multiple federal agencies, from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service to the Department of the Interior. But here's what makes them different. They don't try to be everything to everyone. As they've matured in the federal space, they've learned to narrow their focus to the lanes where they can deliver the highest value with the lowest risk: mechanical upgrades, water system improvements, civil modifications, and structural rehab inside federal facilities. That discipline is exactly why they're winning jobs like this one at FCI Sandstone. Let's talk about the project. This is a water filtration overflow installation inside a federal correctional institution. A job like this is far more complex than it sounds. When you're dealing with a secure facility, nothing happens casually. Every movement, every tool, every shutdown, every transition has to be coordinated through facility operations. The water filtration system is essential infrastructure. If overflow protection isn't installed correctly, you can get contamination, equipment failure, flooding, or compliance issues. So the federal government needs a team that knows how to work inside strict operational boundaries, handle mechanical transitions, and deliver clean, stable results. Granite Group fits that requirement perfectly. They've already demonstrated success on federal mechanical and structural upgrade projects. They understand how to mobilize inside controlled access environments. They know how to communicate professionally with federal staff. They know how to plan around shutdown windows, tool restrictions, and escort requirements. This is exactly what the Bureau of Prisons looks for: a team that can get the job done without adding risk. Now, if you've heard the earlier story we shared about Granite Group, the steel canopy installation at Williams Creek National Fish Hatchery, you know they've also performed successful outdoor structural work in regulated environmental settings. What ties these two awards together is not the scope, it's the predictability and discipline Granite Group brings to every project. Whether they're installing a steel canopy, restoring recreational structures, upgrading water systems, or modifying filtration equipment, the government keeps handing them awards for one reason: they show up prepared, they stay inside their lane, and they deliver. This is the part I want people listening to understand. The federal marketplace doesn't reward companies because they're big. It doesn't reward them because they shout the loudest. It rewards them because they create confidence. Granite Group has built that confidence, and it didn't happen overnight. It came from years of real-world construction experience, years of understanding their capabilities, and years of learning how to present those capabilities inside the federal system. With GCExperts guidance, they learned how to target the right work, how to communicate professionally, and how to build a trail of performance that agencies can trust. Now let's zoom out for a moment. The federal government is investing heavily in rehabilitation, upgrades, environmental compliance, water system modernization, drainage improvements, and overflow protection. These aren't glamorous projects, but they're essential, and they're consistent. Teams like Granite Group thrive here because they understand how to match capability with opportunity. They don't chase 10 different categories. They don't try to reinvent themselves every project. They build their reputation around reliability, discipline, and alignment. And that's why they keep winning. This award at FCI Sandstone isn't luck. It isn't a one-off. It's part of a growing pattern. A pattern of being the team the government picks because the government trusts them. And that's what we want for every GCExperts client. If you want to talk about this project or any other opportunity in the federal space, you can schedule a Zoom with me at gcexperts.com/Zoom. See you in the next one.